My name is Rikard Westling. I live in Åre and I got this thing for walking a lot with my skis, with the skins under them. I do about 100,000 vertical meters every season. I'm here with Ridebrain today to check out my skis and some of my gear. These are Salomon S-Lab X Alp skis and they're about 980 grams. They are 164 centimeters long and 79 millimeters wide. One ski weighs about 980 grams. And I got a ATK SLR release binding, which weighs about 135 grams. So it equals up to 1100 grams, which is pretty light. A ski touring ski should not be too wide, because when you're when you're traversing like this, a wider ski will fall down and your ankles will have to work a lot more. So a thinner ski will move faster and it's easier for you. And also the skins, if you have a wider ski and wider skins, they will kind of make you slow down on the way up. I ski all terrain with these skis, everything. It's a question of technique and it's a question of how fast you want to go. Of course, you can't do super G turns down the big areas, but if you ski a bit like the old-fashioned way, they'll work for you. The poles I use are Sphinx R1. They're really easy to adjust length. If you want to do some double poling, if you want to skate some, I've modified my ones a bit. This is actually used for tennis rackets, but when you want to grip down on the pole, it gives you a good grip. And I use Scott race notch grips. You can use these for the bindings as well. Press down and pull them up like this. The pole is really light and it's got a basket which is really flexible, so you won't slip because of the basket pushing on the snow. Boots, I use the Salomon X Alp boot. It's really light. In my size, 25.5, it weighs about 1100 grams. And it's got a really good touring mode. It's easy like this, and you can also flex it sideways like this. Of course, a 130 flex race boot maybe would be better for the downhill sometimes, but I mean, as long as you control the way you're skiing and you choose your terrain, it's a really good boot. I use it for skis up to about 95 millimeters. Really comfortable. It's a killer boot. I can wear them for like 10 hours a day and it's no problem. Skins, I used Caltex Clarendon. It's a hybrid between glue and silicone. Easy to handle. It's not too hard to pull apart, and grips really good on the ski like this. Some skins can be really hard to pull apart, but these ones are easy. So they're really fast, easy to pull off, fold up. And I always put them inside my jacket like this to keep them warm. This ones actually go all the way out, but you should leave like 2 millimeters on every side, so you have some edge. You can control the skis if you want to slide down with the skins on. Now when it's spring, it's April, I try to do some of the vertical meters with the climbing gear. I use Petzl gully axe or a Petzl ride axe. I have one of each, and they are extremely light with pretty technical blades, so they're good for ice climbing, although the weight is, they should be heavier if you want to do some really advanced ice climbing, but for ski touring and snow climbing and some ice, they work really well. And it's really fun. And I also have crampons from Petzl. They're called Irvis Hybrid. They got a stainless steel in front and aluminum in the back, so they're really light and you can do some easier ice climbing with them and snow climbing. When it's spring, it's really good to have crampons for your skis. If you start touring in the morning, it could be really icy. The snow can be really ice and hard, and if it's steep, your skins will probably just slide. So you'll need crampons, and you just slide them on like this and start walking. Of course, the crampons makes it a bit harder to walk. It's a lot faster just using your skins, but in some conditions you'll have to have these to reach the top. When you're walking and you're carrying everything, you want as light as gear as possible. So I use a ATK carbon shovel, which weighs about, I think it's 150 grams or something. It's not that big, but it's enough to dig with.